The story of Dasara is set in a remote village, whether it is inhabited by only a few people. Around that particular village, there are coal mines, and the central point of the movie, from where the story starts and also ends, is the Silk Bar, an alcoholic bar in the village. So most of the people of this village don't have any work to do. They have only three works. Morning, they take alcohol. Afternoon, they drink alcohol. Night, also they consume alcohol. And many of them are scattered in and around that bar, sleeping there itself. Their wives and families are totally worried about these people not doing anything and just boozing on alcohol all through the day, all through the year. So this is one thread. There is another thread. So there are two brothers, step brothers. So here they are politically also tipped against each other. There is conflict between those two brothers. So they believe whoever has the control over the silk bar controls the village, controls the votes to become the sarpanch of that particular place. So the third thread of the story is the story of three friends. Dharani, played by natural star Nani, Vanilla, played by Keerthy Suresh, and Suryam, played by Dheekshith Shetty. The story revolves, friends, around these three close knit friends right from the childhood. And there is also a love triangle going on in between them, but there is also a sacrifice point there. Right in the childhood, it is Nani first who loves Keerthy Suresh's character, a little girl, when they are kids. And when he realizes that there is some chemistry between his friend Suryam and Vanilla, our little Nani sacrifices his love. And he remains as a close friend to both those characters. But he is essentially there everywhere in their love story, protecting them, guarding them, and giving them vibes of good friendship. So he never reveals to his friend, that is Dheekshith or Keerthy Suresh, that he was in love with her at any point of time. Thread number four, a bitter event which happens suddenly, all of a sudden, somewhere in the mid part of the movie, in the halfway of the movie. This bitter event totally breaks the chain between these three friends. It not only disturbs these three friends, but it also disturbs the entire village. The chemistry in the politics in the village. Thread number five, whenever Nani takes two decisions. One decision I'm not going to tell, it will be a spoiler. The another decision is investigation into that particular bitter event, what had happened, why it disturbed their lives, who is the person behind all this. He wants to find out that investigation part. And thread number six, the big reveal, so as to who was the person behind all these events happening in their lives. You would definitely make a guesswork so as to who has done all those things, but the reason you might not able to plug in, and that reason is a big reveal. And thread number seven, what happens after that reveal, how Nani handles those situations, where does the story take us, what happens at the end of the movie. So as I said, this is a simple story. It goes in a linear way, but a couple of reveals and couple of small twists here and there makes the movie interesting. That particular event, bitter event, what I mentioned, and the reveals, couple of reveals which come in the later part of the movie. Much of them happen in the second half. The first half is a slow burner. It explores friendship angle. It explores the love angles between the prime characters, and also it explores the regional politics which is taking place, and the story around the silk bar and the coal theft, and a lot more things happen. A cricket match happens, and there are a couple of action sequences. One action sequence comes right at the beginning of the movie, a train sequence. That is good to give a grand entry to our natural star Nani, but the VFX was a little average. I thought it should have been worked out because it was one of the key frames in which it introduced two of our characters in the movie.